Hello and welcome to Live Wild. I'm your host, Hilary Rose. This week's episode is a special one and it's brought to you in partnership with Nourish Flow Festival, something I'm really honoured to be part of. In today's conversation, we're diving into everything the festival is about, what you can expect from it, and how an experience like this can genuinely support you, whether you're craving rest, connection, or a bit more space to come back to yourself.
First year we did kind of do a schedule, like you book into a session, but then I was like, oh, if that was me, I always think of when we're organising this, if it was me, what would I want? And I'm like, I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck to a sauna session at a particular time because I don't know how I'm going to feel or what's going to happen. So we were like, do you know what, just leave it open. Like not all people are going to go and they don't at the same time and it works. And just having that freedom to know that you can just, I think I might wake up now and float up and have a sauna and a hot tub.
So wherever you are right now, take a breath, let's begin. Wendy Riordan, the director and founder of Nourish Flow Festival. I'm so delighted to have you back again on this a second episode. We're coming back to chat all things Nourish and Flow.
Oh, thank you, Hilary. I know, I can't believe it. I was thinking this morning, oh my God, is it 3 years ago since we spoke last on the screen about Nourish and Flow? 3 years have gone
Three
through.
years? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
the third event.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. I'm so excited for it. It's on this August and I just really, really can't wait. It really punctuates my year and I'm sure it does for many other people as well. Certainly yours, but for many other people, like so many women come back every year. They look forward to it every year. But for somebody who hasn't necessarily even heard of Nourish and Flow or it has heard of it and is kind of thinking about it, how would you describe it?
So, Nourish and Flow is a women-only weekend retreat, I suppose. But it's a little bit different than a normal kind of style retreat where you'd have just maybe 10 or 15. We have a festival style experience taking place down in Ballykilcavan in the Wall Gardens. So we would have like maybe over 100 women. We all sleep in these beautiful bell tents all weekend. And then we would have all these gorgeous little scheduled workshops that happen throughout the weekend, kind of like a festival style kind of an agenda, so you can take it or leave it and come and go and you don't have to do everything or you can do all of it. And we just kind of bask in the sunshine of the weekend of Ballykilcavan, and we have our wellness spa, we have our massage therapists, and we have loads of little kind of niceties and add-ons, and we feed you all weekend as well, which is even nicer. So you literally, I think all the women, Hilary, have said you come in the gates, you switch off and you're there. And then we take over and we look after everything from there.
It's so unbelievable.
Does that do it justice?
I mean, not it does, but it doesn't. I mean, that's the step by step of what happens. But actually, to experience it there is just unbelievable. I feel the same. I feel like I go in the gates, I drop my bags, I exhale, and it just flows from there. Like last summer in particular, oh my goodness, the sun was shining. You know, we were sitting out,
amazing.
you know, in between different sessions, you know, hanging out in the hot tub, having cold dips. There was a sauna. It was under these massive oak trees. Oh, it's so remarkable. The land itself at Ballykilcavan is so beautiful. I mean, it's worth noting as well. It's gated, it's walled. You have a real sense of security there as well. And this year you've got an added bonus of flushing toilets on site. Oh my God, Wendy.
We've upped our game.
You've upped your game.
Yeah, because every year, and this is, I suppose, what you touched on earlier on, it's a punctuation mark in the year. And it is obviously for us, and we do other events, but for me, obviously, Nourish and Flow is the queen. But you get one go at it every year, and that is, you know, I've spent a whole year. I think it's become my personality actually, but a whole year thinking about it and planning it, and how can we make it better? How can we make it different? How can we improve it? Because we get so many people coming back. And this year it has changed up a little bit from the other formats that we've had of previous years, and that is to keep it interesting and to keep it different because we've so many returning women because they just have it in their calendar now and this is their time for August. And so making sure that we've got beautiful, gorgeous Because when some people think of camping, they think, oh my God, no, but it's actually not like that at all because we have gorgeous facilities in place as well. So yeah,
Oh,
big difference.
absolutely. For anyone considering going but thinking I'm just not a camping girl, like it's not that type. You're not in the muck in a campsite lighting fires for
No.
yourself. It's not that at all. I mean, in some of these beautiful bell tents that just open up and some of them have, like double beds and carpeting and furniture and you can sit out and I mean, it's all just bells and whistles. It's so gorgeous. And then you're just over,
Literally.
yeah, bells and whistles. And then you're over
Yeah.
and you've hot showers and flushing toilets. There's even a makeup area and people for one to do makeup or dry their hair. There's a
Yeah.
whole pruning, grooming area, which is amazing as
Yeah.
well if you want to get up and blow dry your hair and put your makeup on.
Absolutely. And this year I put the suite on sale, with the actual electricity and the mini fridge and the couch and everything.
Oh,
So
no
if people want to come
way.
along, yeah, and they want electricity because a lot of people do in their tent, even though we do have places for charging your mobile phones and everything,
Yeah.
but they, with electric blankets and everything like that in your tent
Oh,
as well. So
Wendy, sign me up. I'm going to bring my electric blanket this year. And I suppose
yeah,
that's the comfort side of it. Then you've got the food side of it. So any other festival that you would go to, you're not catered for. You're paying extra for your food and you're buying from,
yes.
trucks or vans or whatever, or bringing stuff yourself. But for Nourish and Flow, it's so gorgeous. This is what I love about the community of it because everybody eats together. You sit and you have your breakfast at the same time together in this walled courtyard, which is just so stunning. And then it's the same for, your lunch and your dinner, you're brought together and, it goes by the name Nourish and Flow. And the meals are always so nourishing. Like we had paella last year and there was,
Yeah,
oh my God, there was just such gorgeous stuff. Um,
yeah.
all your meals are included.
That's correct. Everything is included. So we start with our dinner on the Friday night, as you say. And this year the paella guys are back again because it
Oh,
was so
brilliant.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you need to come back and bring that sunshine with you, please, from Spain. So we'll be doing that again this year and similar style on Saturday as well with our breakfasts and lunches and dinners all down in the courtyard. Very relaxed and just kind of again, it is festival style. It's all very relaxed. We're sitting around at gorgeous picnic benches that I've decorated beautifully and things like that too. And it's not a big formal thing, but it's there and it's included. And you don't even have to think about it. You just switch off. I contact you obviously beforehand for any dietary requirements, so we will
Mm.
cater for anything that needs to be catered for. That's absolutely not a problem. Yeah, and then we obviously have loads of teas and coffees and little nibbly bits and picky bits and stuff if you feel like a tea and coffee during the day.
It's so great. Everything.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what it is? It's like a mom's dream just walking in going, I don't have to cook for myself all weekend.
Yeah.
I can just wander around freely in this walled garden. The sun is shining. But let's talk about
Yeah.
some of the events and some of the sessions. So I suppose in previous years, the
Yeah.
first year that I joined, I think we had a lot of
Mm.
like lectures and talks, and it was all about women's
Mm.
wellness, which was so brilliant. And then last year, I felt, oh my goodness, this has changed up so much. And we had Pilates, we had drumming circle, we had the sound bath,
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
breath work sessions. It really
Mm.
switched it up a whole load. What can we
Yeah.
expect this year?
So yes, so you're right. And it did take a complete 360 kind of turn from the style that it was the first year. Last year was our theme was Rest Fest, and it
Yeah.
was literally giving you permission to pause, to actually rest and not have to worry about anything. And I've kind of gone with the same theme. It's
Mm,
all very rest, relaxation, switch off, take the time out for yourself. We've kept a lot of those classes that you spoke of there in terms of the sound bath. Audrey's coming back to do that again.
great.
Pilates, we have Amy. You're going to do your gorgeous return within workshop on Saturday morning. And we've got some new facilitators this year as well that last year we would have had, say, for example, forest bathing, but it's self-led. So we just had some lovely
Oh,
reclining chairs in the
gorgeous.
woods and you could just go up and lie there, which
Yeah.
is fabulous. And we will still have that, but we'll also have a guided forest bathing sessions as
Wow.
well
Mm.
up in the woodlands, which will be really beautiful. And then also in the woodlands, we'll have a flower essence workshop as well, where we've an amazing herbalist coming along and she's going to talk about flower essence. And because we've created a couple of different areas this year, it's going to be nice because there is a couple of things happening at the same time. But what I've tried to do with you is to be clever on the scheduling of it and kind of double up a couple of the workshops. So if
Yeah.
you don't get to it on the Friday, you might get to it on the Saturday or the Sunday or whichever way we have the schedule. So
Yeah.
I've been cautious not to overwhelm and
Yes.
put too much choice there, but just enough choice if you're coming back for your third year, which so many are, that you've got these little nooks and crannies now popping up. So underneath the walnut tree, which is the oldest black walnut tree in Ireland,
It's
we're going to have
oh
other
yeah.
sessions there, which is absolutely stunning. And it was a shame not to use it
It was remarkable.
as
Yeah.
a venue, as a workshop location. So there will be other things happening under the walnut tree as well. And what else we've got? We've got Karen, who I am going to Karen's retreat. She is an amazing yoga teacher from Waterford, and she's going to come back and do yoga nidra with us on the Friday night, and then she's going to do
Beautiful.
a tap and tone session with us and stuff as well. Um, who else have we got? I had to keep my screen up because I forget because we've
That's
got like
okay.
18 facilitators this year, which is
It's
like what?
I know it's huge. You've expanded it so
It's
much.
amazing.
It's amazing because I think even like for last year, there was one tent and
Mm.
everything was scheduled kind of back to back in that tent, there or thereabouts.
Yes,
But now
correct.
you've
Yeah.
expanded into 2 to 3 tents, like you're saying, and you have doubled up on different workshops. So if,
Yeah.
there's no pressure on anybody to have that kind of linear experience. They can go, no, I'm going to go over to that tent now and I'm going to do
Yes.
this workshop and then I'm going to join you back for the sound bath.
Yeah.
It's so wonderful.
Yeah, and I think as well with the selection of different workshops that we've picked, it's all we're always looking for something different, a
Yeah.
little bit quirky, a little bit different that you won't get a chance to do on a Tuesday night down in the local parish hall because it mightn't happen in your
Yeah.
area. Bob is back with the Qigong.
Bob's back with Qigong, but you also have laughter yoga, which was I was so excited. I'm actually still so excited about that. That's going to be for me possibly the
It would be
highlight.
brilliant.
Be so brilliant.
It will be hilarious. I spoke to Annette, who's coming to do it. I actually met her down in Ballyclacavin because she's doing the guided forest bathing as well. So
Oh,
she wanted to come
gorgeous.
along and look at the woods. And she's amazing. And we had such a laugh. And like
Great.
even when she was explaining to Shane about the laughter yoga, as she was explaining, and I got Shane to do a fake laugh. Well, the three of us ended up in convulsions. And she was like, people do get a bit about it. She said, but I've never had anyone leave. I've always just had people stay. And by the end of the laughter yoga, you have pains, when you're a kid and you get
Yeah.
into that convulsive laughing. She said that you feel this huge shift and this
Oh,
amazing energy afterwards, and
wow.
you're just beaming from ear to ear, literally. It sounds amazing. I can't
Yeah.
wait for it.
Yeah,
It should be really good
I'll
fun.
be first in line for that, certainly. And
Yeah,
also you have a
exactly.
really, really, really special tent which has held in it. Talk about held, because I
Yeah.
know everyone that I've told about held, they've gone, oh my God.
I know, my God, it is amazing. So in the walled garden, it's an old orchard, and all the orchards they're quite overgrown now. But what we've managed to do is obviously an orchard is planted in perfect rows,
Yeah.
so we've managed to find our way in through the brambles. It's like a secret garden, and then down through this gorgeous avenue of apple trees. And then at the end of the avenue of apple trees is where Gwen is going to be with all her held hammocks, and it will have a
Oh.
covering on it. So it'll feel like you're in this really safe cocoon, almost in a cocoon, because she has her hammocks. She'll
Mm.
have 12 hammocks per session. So there's loads of time for people to book in because I had a questions and answer session the other night, and every single question was like, when can I book for held? When can I book for
Yeah.
held? And because they're all freaking out thinking they won't get a spot, but there's loads of spots.
Mm.
And I'm not going to go into a huge amount of detail about what Gwen does because I think the magic is not knowing what's going to happen actually in the hammock. It's very restful, very relaxing, but very, very empowering.
Gorgeous.
And you kind of come out of it thinking, wow, can we do it again? Can we do it again?
Yeah.
Can we-
Oh.
It's brilliant. She's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. And what she has created is so special. It's so
Mm.
unique.
Mm.
I hadn't come across it before at all. And that's why, oh no, she needs to come to Nourish and Flow for all the women to experience this. It's really, really beautiful. So yes, Held is going to go on sale next month. We're in April now, May. So you
Amazing.
book into once you have your Nourish and Flow tickets, you can book your extra session. It's not huge money or anything like that, but you book your extra session with the Held then in the secret woodlands area. So it'll be beautiful.
Yeah, so when you book your ticket for Nourish and Flow, like everything is generally included except for one
Yeah,
or two things, which is held,
yeah,
which is an extra session that you can
yeah.
book in for when you want, or we'll say for the massage therapist or for the sauna as well. And they're nominal
Yeah,
fees, you know, I mean,
they are.
it's,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you just,
yeah.
particularly for the sauna and the hot tub, I think you just pay a nominal
25
fee.
quid for the weekend,
I mean,
and you just
that's,
potter and come and go.
yeah,
Yeah,
come and go as you please. It's amazing.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
first year we did kind of do a schedule, like you book into a session, but then I was like, oh, if that was me, I always think of when we're organizing this, if it was me, what would I want? And I'm
Mm,
like, I definitely wouldn't want to be stuck to a sauna session at a
yeah.
particular time because I don't know how I'm going to feel or what's going to happen. So
Yeah.
we were like, do you know what? Just leave it open. Like, not all people are going to go, and they don't at the same time, and it works.
Yeah.
And just having that freedom to know that you can just, I think I might wake up now and float up and have a sauna and a hot tub
And
is
that's
nice
it.
instead of having to have it pre-booked and stuff, you know?
And because last summer it was so hot, I remember going, okay, I'm going to go over for the sauna and the hot tub. And I was like, no, cold baths.
Yeah.
I think I was like a polar bear. I
Yeah.
sat in the ice bath and I was like, oh, this is what I need actually.
Yeah, I know. And the cold shower was so nice as well to have
Oh,
there.
it was so
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah, beautiful.
So, I mean, the evolution of Nourish and Flow has been really, really interesting to watch. Where
Mm.
do you feel you're at now? And I suppose, where do you feel like it can go? I know that's a really big question, but down the line, where do you think Nourish and Flow could go? What could it evolve into?
Yeah, it's an interesting question because it has been in my mind, you know. This year we launched kind of our mini moments as well because I
Mm,
felt the year, as I said, it's almost too long to stay disconnected from all the women who come along to it.
yeah,
So with the mini moments sessions launched monthly, which is just a little get together and we have a different facilitator on doing a different online workshop. That felt good to me. That felt nice. It felt like, okay, we're staying connected and as much for me as anyone else because it's when you're running an event you know, it's you have to keep it alive for 12 months. And you get tired, it's like anything, you kind of
yeah.
get tired and having these things pop up. But as an event, I'm not sure, Hilary, where it's going. I have thought, you know, with the extra areas, we can definitely have we have room to expand. Like we have the land to expand. We have
Yeah.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bell tents. So
Mm,
the expansion of it is always a possibility, but it'll have to be very intentionally expanded. And that's what I've done this year because I don't want it necessarily to turn into something that is just another wellness thing because that's not what it is. It's
mm,
really the women connecting is what makes the magic happen. And
yeah.
it's really important for me to, although this year we do have a schedule where, you know, there is a bit more choice, we're mainly kind of going around together.
Yeah.
And that is the magic that keeps Nourish and Flow to the level of magic that it's at, right?
Yeah.
So I actually really don't know. I have to kind of sit on it and see what happens this year with the few different workshop areas
Mm,
and allow it to maybe gently expand a little bit more
mm,
and take it from there. Not to say my mind hasn't gone like completely elsewhere with, you know, maybe a different wellness event that we could do as well and leave Nourish and Flow to its own little cocoon.
yeah.
But yeah, who knows? Watch the
See
space
how
and
that
see.
pans out. Yeah. I suppose you
Yeah.
touched on community and connection as well. And that's been one of the biggest things that I've taken away from Nourish and Flow is literally that. And for anyone, I suppose, listening or considering going on their own, but thinking, oh
Mm.
God, I'll be in it, no mates. It's not like that at all. A lot of women go on their own and they can either just enjoy the break by themselves or have a little connection or make friends and come away with it. There was so much of that in particular last year that I thought was just really inspiring.
Oh, you are 100% right. And actually, the two kind of things that get raised with me a lot when I get DMs from women or emails is, "Oh, I don't want to go on my own. I'm
Mm,
afraid to go on my own." And I totally get it.
mm,
And if anything, it is the best place to go on your own
yeah.
because of this connection that
Yeah.
forms. And I
Yeah.
have women who came on their own in year one and now come back every year as a group together
Great.
because they met there and they connected there. I've actually got goosebumps, but it just works that way because, you know, we do genuinely have half and half. It's half solo travelers, half like two women coming, or maybe two or three as a pal or sisters and things like that.
Mm.
So Yeah, never worry about coming on your own because it's just not that type of environment where anyone is ever left in an excluded place. And that I think is because we kind of go around as a big gang to all of the
Yeah.
different workshops because they're scheduled. Yeah.
And you eat together and you have your meals together and you have a chat
Yeah.
outside the shower together or whatever it is, or you're brushing your teeth next to each other in the evening time.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it?
It's so
Yeah.
lovely. It's so lovely. And I think it's like a giant playground actually when I'm thinking of it. And it's open
Mm,
to women of all ages as well. I noted last year there
absolutely.
was a couple of younger women,
Yeah.
which I loved to
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Girls in their 20s, girls, women, really young women in their 20s,
Yeah.
that were just like, yeah, I was really interested in this. I'm not necessarily interested in like big banging music festivals. I wanted to come and do this. And I was like, oh, that's so great, you
Yeah.
know? Mm.
And actually, when we did our question and answers the other night, one of the women who'd booked her daughter was listening in the background. And when she came off the call, she was like, Mom, I want to go.
Oh,
So
that's amazing.
that's
That would,
amazing.
I think that would be
Yeah.
such a gorgeous experience for mother and daughter as well.
Yeah,
There's a ga
absolutely.
there's a gang that I met last year, and I think they were all nurses. Shout out to them if they're listening. And they meet every year. They trained in college together. I think they're women in possibly in their 50s. And they came together and they were like, yeah, we meet up every year and we just want to come to this festival and just hang out for a couple of days. It's the only way that we can kind of get
Yeah.
everyone together. And they were
Yeah.
just such great crack, you know. It was
Oh, it's
brilliant.
great. And it does, and you get loads of time to chat. Because I know
Loads.
normally when you say go on a girly weekend away, it's always a bit hectic and you're rushing around. Maybe it's the city break and this, that, and the other, but you sometimes miss the actual time to connect with each other
Yeah.
and to chat and stuff. And being able to pull up the camping chair outside the tent and sit and chat, or even at lunch and breakfast and things like that is it's lovely. And then to experience all these lovely workshops. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And I think,
Yeah.
you know, for a lot of people who might be more interested in the workshops, I mean, some of them go so deep. They're so beautiful. I mean, the
Mm.
experience that I had in the sound baths last year was just kind of wild. It's just, you know, bringing up
Yeah.
stuff that I was like, okay, good. I need to process this and it's gone again. So there is that element to it as well. Um, of
Oh
people
no,
wanting to
absolutely.
search deeper within themselves.
Yeah. And but what I think I really feel with Nourish and Flow is, and I think again where it kind of differentiates itself is there's no expectation.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. There's no pressure to perform. There's no big opening up. There's no big, you don't have to have a big breakthrough. There's
Yeah.
nothing like you often see some, especially in America, these like big cathartic experiences at these big fests. Like that is not what happens. It's very, I was talking to a woman the other day, trauma informed. So we're not
Mm,
re-traumatizing your system here. You don't go into these big cathartic things. It's
yeah.
nothing like that. There's no big sharing circles. There's no forced, awakening or anything like that. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
calm, calm, calm all the way. And actually, that seems to be where the magic happens
Yeah.
because so many women came up to me going, everything has changed since Nourish and Flow the year
Wow.
before. And I'm like, that's amazing. Well done, you. And it's not like that there was a big thing or, nothing significant happened, but they gave themselves, and a lot of people coming on their own, they took that step themselves and they were like, okay, I did that. That's that. And that worked. So
Yeah.
then they've taken more steps. And then things have shifted for them or things they've always wanted to do, they've done. And
Yeah.
I think to be honest with you, what brings that out the most is the drumming circle on the
Oh,
Saturday night,
yes.
because
Oh
that is
my
definitely
goodness.
the highlight of the
Yeah.
event. Yeah.
Yeah. The
And
drumming has been there
people,
the last 3 years and it needs to be there every year. It's
yeah,
just wowzers. Yeah. It's fun
yeah,
and
it's
engaging,
so
but
special.
really shifts the energy. It's incredible.
Yeah, and it's funny because everyone is, we put on our little face jewels. That's kind of a ritual now.
Yeah.
I'm to order more of them. We put on our little face jewels. Last year we did it outside in the sunset and we had the
Yeah.
fire lit to keep the
Yeah.
midges at bay. And everyone's a bit apprehensive when they start, but by God, when we get into it, like you just
Wow.
let loose and you go into your own little world and you're drumming away and it's great crack and it's great fun. And John is an amazing facilitator.
Incredible.
And
Yeah.
he this year as well, I felt actually this whole area for women, the whole throat chakra, I suppose,
Mm,
that needs to be allowed to open and
mm.
freely. And we do a little bit of hooting and hollering with John and
Yeah.
singing and that. But he's gonna bring it to the next level with us this year because he's gonna raise the amount of voice and don't freak out about this because it's not like you have to be a singer, you don't have to be anything. You
No.
just have to let it out because everything we all have it stuck here, like literally in this spot.
100%. Yeah, yeah, in the
Yeah.
chest and the throat. And it's just about, I mean, I
Yeah.
just roared my head off last year. I went into the circle and the thing is, I was quite self-conscious about it, but you can't be heard because the drums are
No.
so loud. You can't be
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
actually. So you have the permission to shout and scream your head off if you want to. And
Yeah,
it's,
yeah. It's
wow,
fun. It's
it's
great
great.
crack.
Mm,
And he's going to be doing a very special singing with us, which we've never done at Nourish and
mm,
Flow either. So again, it's
mm,
keeping it interesting, pushing people a little bit outside their comfort zone, which they seem to love.
mm.
And he's going to do that on the Sunday morning with us. And I've done one of his singing workshops before, and he is a spectacular host and facilitator for
Mm.
this Earth Song session that we'll be doing on Sunday morning. And I think that will be a gorgeous finale. Yeah.
Oh, Wendy, I'm so looking forward to it. You can find everything over at nourishandflow.ie. Yeah, have a listen to this,
Yeah.
see what you think. Go
Loads.
on. The schedule's
Yeah.
up on the website as well, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, so our event program's up on the website, our workshop is up on the website, and all of our teams, all of our gorgeous facilitators, they're up there, their bios
Mm.
are there, so you can get to know them before you head over. There's other bits that we haven't touched on. We like art kind of related
Yeah.
workshops that we have this year.
Yes.
So creation of the mandala, which will be like the heart of the event underneath the star tent in the middle of the campsite,
Beautiful.
which you're going to facilitate with Cam on the Friday, and then we've Annette doing the craft and care Kayla piece as well, which is
Oh,
just again a little bit of downtime. She's this gorgeous piece of linen that we
mm.
should be bringing from event to event, and you just sit and chat and stitch into the linen, and it sounds gorgeous. But I mean, if we have the weather like we had last year, it's going
Yeah.
to be absolutely perfect. Yeah.
And plenty of
Oh.
time to chill. And if even if you don't want to do any of those things, you can go sleep in your
Mm.
luxurious tent and just unwind. I mean,
Yeah, and
that in
it's
itself.
just, I know. And there's loads of different accommodation options. So if you're not like feeling an air mattress, we do have new accommodation options with fixed. Obviously, you can get a proper double bed. We
Mhm.
also have single beds now as well, which are
Great.
gorgeous. And then you can go and totally treat yourself and book a suite where you have your, absolute luxury with your mini fridge and your couch and all that jazz. So yeah,
Wow.
there's
Wow.
loads of options, Hilary.
Amazing. Wendy, I
Hmm.
am so looking forward to it. If anyone's like on the
Can't
fence
wait.
about it, get on the website, have a look at your tickets, and yeah, get buying. We'll see you there.
Great. Thanks, Hilary. See you in August.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of Live Wild. If something in this conversation resonated with you, if you're feeling the pull for a bit more rest, connection, or space in your life, you can find out more about Nourish and Flow Festival at nourishandflow.ie. It's a really special gathering and I'd love to see you there. And as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please do share it, rate it, or send it to someone who might need it. Thanks. We'll see you next time.